Okay, this is the New York Times Wordle for Monday, July 27th. This is a new format because we're playing Wordle and Connections in this video, but we'll be playing those two Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We'll be playing the other three games, Strands, Mini, MIDI, on a separate video. Okay. So we're on a 60-day 7 streak. We are on a 67-day streak. And let's begin. Right, and because, as you all know, life is too short, we will scan for the hints. That will contain a P and an E. A P and an E. But, and as usual, my head has gone blank. Why does it always go blank? P and an E. P and an E. I will take this opportunity while my brain is just fogged over to advise you that if you scroll down and click that button, you're going to ruin your Wordle experience because that will give you the answer. And average, the testers took an average of 3.8 guesses, so that's actually may as well be a 4. A P and an E. T-A-P-L. Sharp, no. Alright, okay. I'm just going to have to guess something. Right, before I use the hints, that was my go-to word, Steam. I know it's not the word, but it is going to give me some letters to start off with, because, yeah, I was crippled with an actual blank brain. So now that we know it contains a P, could that be it? Cops. That was the first thing that I saw with a P. So let's try it. O-P-S-C, right, so O is there. Actually, we can add in a row and then do P-S-E. Right, so it's not C. Alright, there we go, poser. And that's just starting with my regular word. That's really good. I'm very happy with that, considering I had absolute brain fog 4 minutes. Right, that's cool. That is Wordle for Monday, July 27th done. Let's move on over to connections. We are currently on a 6-day streak. This is, of course, July 27th connections. And we will begin. So let's get on to co-pilots, because, of course, that is where we need to be, along with the category hints. Horse, knitting needle, paradigm, and magnifying glass. Paradigm goes there. Knitting needle is green. Horse, okay. Horse before the carrot and stick. Okay, maybe. Magnifying glass. Knitting needle, paradigm, magnifying glass. Magnifying glass. A horse, knitting needle, paradigm. There's a paradigm shift. Unfortunately, that's the only thing I know about paradigm. Missing needle. Volts. Horse. Volts. Beam. Rings. Athletics. Athletic disciplines. So the cart before the horse. So that would have been a major red herring. Cart, horse, carrot, stick. It'll be interesting to see the results once completed, if it's completed. Knitting needle, bell, icicle, stalactites. So icicle and stalactites should go together. What am I missing? Graveyard. Doppler. There's the audio Doppler effect where things, sounds change depending on the direction and distance. Like the siren for emergency vehicles. No. Right, okay. Knitting needle paradigm. Is there a word within a word on blue? Paradigm. Stalactites. Because word-wise, I can't see any links. So it must be a bit more esoteric. Magnifying glass. Glass. Magnifying glass. Knitting needle. What about the shapes of knitting needle? Carrot, stick, icicle? Because they're long. Because they're long and pointy. Would a carrot be long and pointy when icicles and stalactites are also long and pointy? It would be really annoying if this is the red herring. Right, okay. Paradigm shift, Doppler shift, graveyard shift, and bell shift, carrot shift, cart shift, heart shift. Volts, beam, icicle, stick shift. Stick shift, there we go. Right, okay. Stick shift. We don't call manual stick shift, we just call them cars. Yeah. Automatics are wonderful, don't get me wrong, but I don't think they're as common as they would be in America. Not by a long shot. Mopeds, which is these days you can get a 125 moped, and they're just as good as bikes, but depending on your age experience, you can be really young, and it's so simple to use as a commuting mode of transport. Although still dangerous on the roads, sadly. Personally, I believe everyone should learn to drive on the roads on 2 wheels before moving into a fully encased protective vehicle, but that's just me. If you can't do the bike, you shouldn't be in a car, because the lack of awareness you get when you're in the car, and if you've never been on the bike, what is it that you're looking out for as a car driver? You don't know, because you've never been there in your position. But let's go back to the puzzle, because I've only got one more spot. Well, I've got the green spot to fill, and then purple will be leftovers. Magnifying glass, knitting needle, stalactites, icicle, spectacle, stalactites, stalagmites come down, stalactites go up. Bell, house, coat. Coats, hoats, magnifying glass, knitting needle. Knitting needle contains a letter that you don't say. Hearts doesn't need to be spelt with an E because it's H-A-R-T. Hearts. Stalactites, icicle, bell, carrot. Okay. That's the wrong. That's not the grouping. Stalactites, icicle, hearts, hearts, magnifying glass, bell, and cart. Let's go back here. Magnifying glass, glass hearts, glass bell, glass cart. Carrots ended back up in the thing that's shaped like knitting needles and long and pointy. So go figure. Magnifying glass, heart. When I can find it, there it is. Bell and cart. Wow. Icons on a shopping site. Okay, I'm not sure about bell. Heart, favorite, okay. Magnifying glass, yes, of course, and cut. Right, paradigm. Shift, Doppler, where's Doppler? There it is. Graveyard and stick. These must all be right now. Knitting needle, I'm looking forward to finding out what the green is. Stalactites, icicle, and carrot. What is it? Long tapered things. Long pointed things, yes. Right, horse rings, beam vaults. That's not the red herring, thankfully. Right, okay. Now this is going to be wonderful. Let me have a look there. Right, so, wow, 44% completion rate, 56% failure rate. I told you, some connections games are much harder than others. 1 in 157 out of 454,488 games played. When it becomes later in the day, I would not be surprised if the number of games have doubled and the difficulty comes down, because that's what normally happens. So at the moment, 5.5 difficulty. Will the success rate move above 50% in like 3 hours or so? I don't know. If I remember, I'll put it in the video edits where I can. But yeah, that's all good there. So motivation idioms, 18% of players so far have fallen for the red herring. If it wasn't for me finding blue when I did, that board would have been a lot harder. Paradigm. Yeah, it was the Doppler audio effect, Doppler shift, paradigm shift, and graveyard. Yeah, so the blue was my key, if you will, and not falling for the red herring on yellow. Which, yeah, okay. So the first guess. So these are likely to be people who are not playing with Copilot. Either had a choice or because they don't know. It's their choice, of course. Most common guess was green. That's surprising. That's really surprising. What does that say? So that was the mistakes, right? Okay. Getting green correct first. Yeah. Alright. Pointy tapered things. Second one. Blue. Same as me. That's 58% of players guess blue second. Then green, and then of course yellow. Okay, that's not too bad. And that's Monday. That's Monday done. Thank you. And stick around for Tuesday. Coming right up. And this is why you should always look out for hedgehogs. Hello. Tuesday, Wordle. Nice. Let's increase the streak. Let's play. This is Wordle, of course. 5-letter word. Let's bring up the hints and stuff. Consonant is S and vowel is A. I'm going to stick with my word, steam. Okay, so it doesn't have T, E or M. T, E, M. It does have S there and A there. Oh, goodness me. Wrong box. Right, okay. And this is what happens when you do stuff before your first coffee, which I've just got refilled. So, happy days. We've only got 8 words to choose from. Let me have a look. P, Q, U, O, O, H. Solar, because it's hot. No, it will be sonar. Yes, we got that in 3. Nice. All right. Happy days. That wasn't too bad at all. If you're playing along, or if you played along this week, let me know how you did. Did you enjoy the puzzles over the week? Did you miss a day? For whatever reason, stick in the contents in the comments. Thank you. We can get rid of that one now. Let's do connections, and let's see how we get on. Connections Copilot. Here we go. We'll bring up that. Have a look at the image. This looks like it's mountaineering of some kind of description. Yeah, we've got Everest, Fuji, Ottoman Empire, Camper, Direct Head, Crocs, Converse. Okay, so there may be footwear, Clarks, Everest, Fuji, Mountain Head. Anyway, let's have a look. Today's difficulty 1.7 out of 5, based on their own testers. Yeah. Everest. Purple. Converse is blue. Honey Crisp is green. Captain is yellow. Honey Crisp. Converse, Crocs. Wasn't there a shoe brand called Gala or Head? Gala. It's Galaxy. Head. Head. Right, cool. We got blue, first of all. That's outstanding. Everest, Fuji. Well, that's on Japan. That's not on Japan. Ottoman Empire was that region. Annapolis. Bobsled. Direct. Honey Crisp. Captain. Yellow should be easy. Why is it not easy? It's not sticking out at all. This is one of those general knowledge is very specific knowledge again. Gala. Bobsled. Camper. Lead. Captain, lead, direct. Ah. Okay. And then so to captain, to lead, to direct, to empire. That's a bit dicey. Honey Crisp. They're not cereals, are they? If they are, I don't know any cereals on there. Everest. Bobsled. Bobsled. Tell me how you got on with this puzzle as well, and if you needed to check out any of the hints in the comments. Oh, there we go. So, Eve, Anna, Otto, and Bob. Thank you, commented Tom from Melbourne in Florida. Not the more famous Melbourne, of course, but Florida, FL. Good hint. Well, right, so that leaves Honeycrisp, Fuji, Gala. They're apples, aren't they? I reckon they're apples, which means I don't think Gala, Empire. I'm going to change those two around. But no, Captain. Right. Apple. Apple. Empire. Empire is an apple. Right, so Camper. Right. Let's solve Everest, Annapolis, Bobsled, Ottoman, Otto, Bob, Anna, Eve. Right. Wow. Converse, Clark's, Crocs, and Head. Where is it? There it is. Palindromes being the answer. If you're not programmed to see it, then you never will. Oh, that's wrong. Oh. Converse, Clark's, Head. We know it's a shoe brand. Alright, okay. We've got Gala apples, Fuji apples. Yep. What else is there? No, camera isn't one. Oh, Empire, right. Yeah, that's Empire, Gala. I'm looking for a shoe. Right, shoe. Lead shoe. Lead shoe. So Crocs, lead. But that ruins everything. But this is one away, so one of these three is wrong. But I know Clark's is a shoe. We've established Head is shoe. Converse. Converse. As in speak. Captain. Captain shoe. No, no. I have no. Wow. Captain's the type of. Wow. Because of Converse. Right, okay. But these are shoes. Right, so. But yeah, that means Converse was wrong. Okay. Converse, Clark's, Crocs, Camp. Right, okay. But that's. Did I do that right? No, I didn't. Right. Converse, lead, direct. There's a shoe. These are nuts. No, Right. No, that can't be right either, because now I've got Converse. Lead, direct, head. But that can't be right, so Converse, lead, direct, Crocs. There's a campus shoe. Right, okay. We're not going to get the reverse rainbow on this one. Honeycrisp, Fuji, Gala, Empire. Let's make sure that the apples are correct first. Yes, right, okay. Oh, do you like them apples? So if I was one away with shoes, so that would have been yellow. Converse, lead, direct. Alright, okay. So that is wrong. But I've tried that one already, haven't I? No. Command. Oh, right, okay. Failed that one. We start a new streak tomorrow. It's kind of annoying. What was it? Command. Captain. Direct lead head. So shoe brand starting with C. I thought I guessed that one. Did I not? Or did I leave head in? Shoe brand. Okay. No, that's absolutely fine. That's doable if you know the shoe brands, or Captain Direct Lead and head up. Right, okay. Okay, can't be mad. My mistake. It happens, it will happen, has happened in the past, will happen in the future. But that's Tuesday. Thank you very much for your time. Enjoy. Actually, stick around, because coming up next will be Wednesday. Hello, this is Wednesday. Wednesday the 29th of July. Let's get cracking. We've got Wordle up. We've got Wordle Word Finder, of course. We are on day 69 streak, or this will be hopefully 70. In yesterday's video, I just failed and bombed out of connections, so we're starting the streak over, which is what you've got to do. You take the standing 8 count, dust yourself off, get back into it. Right, so we will check the hints. That's a nice picture. Well done. I like that. And we've got a V for a consonant and E for a vowel. Let's try stave. We've got an A and then a VE, so let's get that into the grid there. turn that one on so there's no S or T. Leaves us with 8 options: A, A, C, H, M, N, V, wave, and W. Let's try above. No, yeah, let's try above. Right, so we know it doesn't begin with an A. That's kind of annoying. Let's make that bigger, so we've got that on the side. And now we can add a row. So that goes there, that stays there, and that's BO. Now we're down to, yeah, we're 2 words lower. 6 words, 4 guesses, and they, right, so A must be in there. So anything I can try. So half, and valve will be like an almost pair, because the A should be in the right place, or will be in the right place. And if it doesn't have an L as the third character, then we'll be down to 3 options. And the same can be said for wave and nave. And if it's carve or mauve, we're stuck, I think. Let's try half. Right, AL, excellent, is valve. The double letters are always tricky. But yeah, that was a solve. That's not a bad solve at all. We did need anagram solver. That comes later. Right, so let's bring up Copilots already. And let's click on connections. We don't need to do that. I've already loaded it up. What am I doing? Right, as you can see, July 29th, and we've got no streak. I was stuck entirely on that puzzle yesterday. But yeah, it doesn't matter. It's only a game, and someone's looking at pins. Is that a pin or a nail? Right, so let's see if we can nail today's puzzle. Apparently it's a 2 out of 5. But even yesterday, I think that was what, 1.5? I don't know. That was yesterday, even though it was a couple of seconds on the video. So we got nail, plain, pearl, and chalk. So pearl is blue. We're going to refresh this. Reset all data. Let me make sure SnapScript is on. That's all good, right? Pearl goes there. That's blue. Chalk is purple. And nail is green. No, it's not. Nail is yellow. Plain. Plain, right, okay, sorry about that, is green. So we've got rivets, we've got screw, we've got staple. I think that must go there. What else? We've got pearl, we've got gem, we've got nugget, and we've got, ooh, chalkboard, blackboard, whiteboard, corkboard. If that's purple, that's shocking. Shocking that I got it so quickly, if that is the case, of course. Pearl of wisdom. Nuggets of truth. Plain, basic, mid, vanilla. There we go. Vanilla gets a lot of hate, but I don't mind it. I prefer chocolate, so maybe it's apt. Pearl Gem Nuggets word. Am I happy with that board? Probably. We'll find out if I'm barking at the wrong tree or not. Chalk, black, white, and cork. Yay. Right, okay. Now blue. We've got Pearl Gem Nuggets and word. Units of wisdom. Alright. Plain. Vanilla, basic, mid, and plain for green. This will give me my reverse rainbow to start a new run. We'll see how long that goes. When it comes to connections, it's either really quickly or it's something that you'll struggle with. There's really nothing in between. It's just one of those things. But I didn't mind that at all. Okay. And that's the video in under 7.5 minutes for Wednesday. Excellent. See you in the next clip where we'll be playing Thursday. Thank you. And hello to Thursday, 30th of July, Wordle Connections recording. And I must say, you look radiant today. Did you do something different with your eyes? It's like staring into the heart of a galaxy. Not this galaxy, of course, that would be weird, but a beautiful one. A disk galaxy, not our spiral. This is Sidrat Gaming. I am Sidrat. It's day 4 of this week. And we are going to be playing, as usual, Wordle, followed by Connections, and we are on a 70-day streak. Long may it rain. Right, let's go. As usual, because life is short, we'll get the consonant vowel. We've got an M and a U, so I'm going to go for music. It may be a bit too obvious, but it's the foundation, it's the starting point, right? Okay. We've got MU and SIC, right, and let's have a look to see what that comes up with. Only 17, nice. So you got MUT, MU forum. Let's try forum. We know it begins with an F. How many is that? 2. So that's femur or flume. I like the sound of flume. 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 It was 50-50. Got lucky because I like the sound of that word. We are on a 98% win percentage overall. 71 current streak. And I beat the bot today. Let's have a look at the analysis. There we go. Let me have a look there. So, did you minimize? Yes, 91. Was it more out of luck? Yes, it was. 3 steps, average of 4, based on only 97,266 Wordles. What does this do? So the majority of people are using that because it contains the most vowels. Okay. I didn't start using the hints for quite some time, and my first word was steam, because it sounds good as well. Maybe tomorrow I'll skip doing the hint. Maybe. But that was Wordle, and that was fun. And we'll go to connections. We had a success yesterday, so let's grab this one here, and we're definitely checking out the hints on connections, and I don't care what you say, they're going to happen. I'm not doing it blind. That would be a recipe leading to madness and mad cow disease. It'll be raw chicken. Not good. That's beer pong, isn't it? But played with a cue, which is kind of dangerous. What's all those red cups about? Why do you have red cups in America instead of pint glasses, as is the tradition and the proper way of drinking a proper pint? Just a question. Answer in the comments. All good. And we have just juggling Viking nose. Okay. Cool. That's purple. And we are going to restart the grid. And snap is back on, so that's better. And that goes down there. Nose Viking. Did I go Viking? Blue juggling is green and just. So we've got just fair, right, just good, juggling, carnival, beer pong. It's like Viking nose, on the nose, on the money, on the mark, on the dot. Viking. I know there's Viking cruises, but I don't think... Oh, no. Carnival Princess. That can't be right, surely. What are we working with? Viking Carnival Princess. They're cruise lines. Celebrity cruise. Right. If that's right, I'm going to freak out. Juggling. Right. Bingo, pool, beer pong. Juggling? They're not stuff you would do in a pub, is it? Nose, money, mark, dots. Just right, very good. Right, let's start with purple, of course. We've got nose somewhere around there. Money, money, mark, and dots. Right, so money, mark, dots, nose. Whoa. Viking Carnival Princess and Celebrity Carnivals. Viking Princess Celebrity. Whoa. Juggling, bingo, beer pong, and pool. I would not recommend going into a pub to juggle. I just don't. But maybe it's acceptable in American bars, but I think you should know better. Right, that's it. Increase the streak. Nice. I'm definitely going to check this out because I want to know what the... Oh, look at that, 801,000 games played, 105 difficulty, the majority got it right, only 13% failure rate, which isn't that bad, okay? Normally the failure rate can be much, much higher. For the 3, 4, 5 out of 5 racer games. But that's all good. Virtuous. Wow, 50% of the players guess that one first. Nice, that's quite high. So is there any... There's no yellow, green, blue, purple, red herrings. That's not a bad one. Yeah, that's not a bad one. Juggling Carnival Fair Bingo. Dots Bingo, nose mark, spot on. That's why it's so high. But 1, 2, 7, 10, 3, 33. 33%. Although some people may have also guessed that one, but you know. So most people started with yellows, and those that didn't got yellow on the second guess, third, and fourth. Right, okay. And we got the reverse rainbow. That's cool. I'll be back after an edit with tomorrow's game. Thank you. Enjoy. And it's Friday the 31st of July, which brings us to another round of puzzles. Let's start with Wordle, as usual. We've got the pages loaded up on the screen. That's nice. So let's click on there. Let's get the vowel and consonant hints. So that's an S and a U, right? And don't forget, if you scroll further down, you can reveal the entire word, but I don't do that. So we've got an S and an U. Let's try music. We've got the U in the right place, but not the S. And there's no MIC. So that brings it down to 19 answers. Most of them look as if they begin with the S. Let's try Super Friday. Or it could be Surly. It doesn't begin with an S. Awesome. Right, okay. Let's do that one there. But it does... Oh, wow. PER as well. Whoa. Rupees? No, it's... that's phenomenal. I've never seen anything like that. Purse. Right, okay. Nice. 3. Okay. No, that was actually quite good. That was pleasurable. Let's move on. We can close these down and move on to connections. Let's have a look at the board. That's the board on the right hand side and the left, and we'll bring up. What's this one? 2.8 out of 5, so this is middling, but I generally don't take any notice of that because it will vary on a lot. Some 5s I can speed through, some 1s I can get stuck on, or, as has happened, fail. So we've got model, plumber, slime, and joystick. Joystick goes there. I'm going to reset the board as well, because that did... There we go, that's better. And the grid is on. Plumber is green. Model. Where's model? There we go. Is yellow. And slime is blue. Slime, fungus, mushroom, mold. Mushroom, fungus, and mold. Joystick, we'll come back to that one, I think. Model, fashion model. We've also got Cheerios and Dinosaur. Cheerios. We've got Gleek. Spear. Model Fashion Princess. Gleek. What is Gleek? Gleek is a sudden stream. Oh, dear me. Or spit that shoots out from under the tongue. Or a Glee fan. This isn't really helping, is it? Plumber. Joystick. Joy. Let me have a look for words in words. You've got dates. You've got ape. Lumber. Got apple. Got pear. Oh, plum. Pear. Apple. Leek. That's a vegetable. Plum, pear, apple. And date. Okay, model fashion princess. Model, fashion model, model princess, model to shape. Right, okay, so joystick, Cheerios, dinosaur, and a fan of Glee. I'm not happy with that selection, but I'm going to be stuck on what I've already seen. So we're going to take a guess. Gleek, joystick, and Cheerios. And if that's purple, that will be amazing. No, one away. But where is it? I'm going to mark these as the purple guesses. But these three could belong in a different group. So, although I've gone for purple first, it doesn't mean to say I'm one away from solving purple, unfortunately. Plum, pear, apple, dates. Fashion. Mold, mushroom, mushroom fungus. So what's a joystick? Joystick. Sticks. Yeah. That would be weird having that as stick, spear, a falchion. That's a sword anyway. So, dinosaur. Yellow should be easy as well. So, but then there's fashion model, joystick, click. Let's see if there's any hints in the comments at this time. There normally is. Purple, happy time, no shame. fun, joy, cheer, glee. Okay, all right. Thank you, Marcy. Get rid of that and select fun. Ah, nice. Right. Okay. So, slime mold. Right. So that is right. So that can go back. What else does the Marcy from Chicago have to say? Ah, the blue is another word conjunction thing. Pair with a snack or breakfast, so that's lime. Oh wow. Pair with a snack or breakfast. I'll have mushrooms for breakfast. I'll have mushrooms all the time. So it's time for a game in green. Time for a game. Plumber. Time for a game. Slime and blue. Pair with a snack or breakfast. Lime, pear, apple, dates. Yellow's clue from Marcy is this was made to last. What? Fashion doesn't last. Fashion changes. It may come around, but it doesn't last. Yeah, that's weird. Thank you, Marcy. We shall endeavour to have a fantastic Frivolous Friday. Let's see if I've got blue sorted out. Slime, spear, dapple, joy dates. Right, so that's blue. Yeah, I wouldn't have got this far without the hint, by the way. Not at all. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Plumber. It's time for a game. And this was made to last. Model, fashion, mold, shape. Right, okay. Time for a game. Plumber, princess, mushroom, dinosaur. Are they games? Plumber, dinosaur, princess, plumber. Super Mario figures. Okay. I was a Spectrum person myself, Spectrum kid myself, but that does leave yellow. And Marcy, thank you very much. You've saved my streak. Now on 27. I didn't mention that at the beginning of this recording video, but we got lucky there. I got lucky there. If you play the game yourself, leave it in the comments. Did you use any tips? Did you check the comments? Let me have a look as well. If there was a so 22%, 1 or 0, 31% failure rates. So the solve rate is only 59%. That's, yeah, that's not unusual, of course. We've got 880,000 games played. 12%, 12% solved the purple, 34% solved the blue first, which isn't too bad at all. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Mold, mushroom, slime, and fungus. 35%. That's the classic red herring right there. One from all 4 categories. Yeah, okay. Well, thank you. That's the week. Let me know in the world, where in the world you are viewing this video compilation from. In the meantime, if you enjoy the video, like, subscribe, and do all the rest of it. But take care of yourself. Do something kind for a stranger. Do something amazing for a loved one. And I will see you next time. Enjoy.